Connie Jo Holmes with BU2BFULL Hypnosis and Coaching. My mission with my company is to teach individuals how to confidently and courageously move from reacting to your life to owning your life. Now, if you have probably watched any of my videos, I guarantee you at some point I have referenced the phrase that I say often about high highs in life and low lows in life. As much as we all strive to have as many high highs in our days as possible, the reality is we are human beings, and it's just natural that we're going to possibly have some low moments in our life. And so I like to encourage people that at those times in our life, it's really important to pause and to learn through those, because in doing that, our low lows possibly, very, very possibly, can turn around to be a high moment at a later date. So let me explain that a little bit. So I know sometimes when people, especially if you were on a very high and then you just like had a low moment, it might, sometimes that fall might feel a little bit harder than some of the others. And so I always like to encourage people, when you are in a low moment in your life, to actually feel all of those feels. What happened? What caused this to happen? What are you feeling? Why are you feeling this way? And where and when you can actually name it, whether it's, naming all the emotions or, anything like that. I think it's really important because it allows you to stay with it a little bit longer. It allows you to identify it. It allows you to see if there's a connection point from something that maybe happened in the past. Although I'm not somebody who likes to look in the past too often, in times like this, I do. And the reason is because find out if there's a common theme. Because if there is a common theme for how you're feeling and for how you got into this low moment, odds are the last time it happened, you didn't process it. You didn't stay with it long enough to process it and to learn and grow from it and then apply those learnings towards the future, because that's probably why it is rearing its ugly head again. And so when you can actually process it fully and completely and learn and grow from it, the odds of that happening again in the future are probably going to be significantly reduced. So that's why I encourage people to take a moment to just look back in the past to see what happened, see if there's a common theme, and address that common theme. So when doing that, I also encourage people, lick your wounds for a little bit. I think oftentimes if something crummy is going on, we want to get out of that situation as quickly as possible. And I agree with that. No one wants to stay low for a long time. I get that. But don't jump out so quickly that you miss the opportunity to process, release, and then learn and grow from it. Okay? And so part of that learning and growing, I think, is to lick our wounds a little bit. Like, how did this happen? What do I need to do differently so it doesn't happen again in the future? That type of thing. I also like to encourage people that when you're learning and growing and applying it towards your future, whenever you can share that and teach that to other people, to me, that's vital. Because whenever we can teach something to others, in the act of teaching them, we are both teaching ourselves again, as well as reiterating what we've already learned. So that is a very important thing as well. So all of this is also to tell you that, because trust me, I've had my fair share of very high moments, but also very low moments. And in my licking of my wounds and learning and growing, I have actually developed a process, and it's called the RESET method. And RESET is an acronym, and it is something that I am actually teaching to people. I'm going to be teaching it online. And it's actually going to be a 6-week course. And you're probably sitting there thinking, but RESET's only 5 letters. Why is it 6 weeks? So obviously I'm going to have an open and a close. So that's why I'm having 6 weeks to my RESET method. But anyways, if you are struggling with an area of your life, and if you just, and what I like about the RESET acronym is it's just that, you're in a low moment or you're struggling with something and you just want to reset your mindset, your life, your future goals, that type of thing. So I love the word reset, period. But then I creatively turned it into an acronym, and it's a step-by-step process to reset your life. So check out the description box below, because again, I'm going to be offering an online course that's going to be starting in May. And so if this is something that you can benefit from, please check it out. I tried to be as detailed as I possibly could in my description so that people can understand, what you will get out of this course. So, but in the meantime, if joining this course is not something that you can do at this time, I get it. But at least take something away from this video, which is, if you are in a low moment, if you temporarily got knocked off your game, sit with that for just as long as you need to, not too long, but enough so that you can process it, you can identify it, you can name it, you can learn from it, you can grow from it, and you can teach your lesson to others. But briefly look back at the past to see if there's a connection point, if there's a common denominator with what currently happened, with what happened in the past, because you might find that you didn't process it thoroughly in the past, and that's why it's rearing its ugly head again here and now. So anyways, so I hope that this was helpful. If so, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, but definitely check out the description box, because I think many people can definitely benefit from my reset method. All right, I look forward to seeing you on the inside.